Welcome to my channel M3 TV. Subscribe. What is the body's largest organ? A. Heart. B. Liver. C. Skin. What is the body's largest organ? C. Skin. What is the smallest bone in the human body? A. Femur. B. Stapes. C. Tibia. Yes, B. Stapes. Which blood type is considered the universal donor? A. AB. B. O. C. A. B. O. Blood can considered donor. Where is insulin produced in the body? A. Pancreas. B. Liver. C. Kidney. Yes, A. Pancreas. Insulin produced in the body. What part of the brain controls balance and coordination? A. Cerebellar. B. Hypothalamus. C. Medulla oblongata. Yes, A. Cerebellum. Part of the brain controls balance and coordination. Which muscle allow to breathe involuntarily? A. Hamstrings. B. Biceps. C. Diaphragm. Yes, circa diaphragm muscle allow to breathe involuntarily. Red blood cells. A. Carrying oxygen. B. Fighting infection. C. Digesting food. A. Carrying oxygen is the role of red blood cells? What's the tiny boss that manages your body's energy show? A. Pituitary. B. Adrenal. C. Thyroid. C. Thyroid. Tiny boss that manages your body's energy. What is the enchanting term for the voice box? A. Pharynx. B. Larynx. C. Trachea. A larynx is the enchanting term for the voice box? Which part of the eye give it its color? A. Pupil. Iris. C. Retina. B. Iris. Part of the eye give it its color. What is the body average body temperature in Celsius? A. 37 degree. B. 38.5 degree. C. 32 degree. A. 37 feet. C. The body average body temperature in Celsius. Which bones are articulate with the humerus to from the yellow joint? A. Femur and fibula. B. Radius and ulna. C. Scapula and clavide. B. Radius and ulna bones are articulate with the humerus to from the yellow joint. What is the main function of the kidneys? A. Filtering blood. B. Producing hormones. C. Storing urine. A. Filtering blood is the main function of the kidneys. C. Hippocampus. Part of the brain is responsible for memory and learning. What is the name of the longest bone in the human body? A. Femur. B. Tibia. C. Fibula. A. Femur is the name of the longest bone in the human body. A. Femur. What is the primary function of the respiratory system? A. Pumping blood. B. Exchange of gases. C. Digesting system. B. Exchange of gas is the primary function of the respiratory system. Which hormone is often called the stress hormone? A. Testosterone. B. Estrogen. C. Cortisol. Which hormone is often called the stress hormone? C. Cortisol. What is the approximate number of bones in the adult human body? A. 206. B. 180. C. 228. A. 206 is the approximate number of bones in the adult human body. Which part of the human brain controls voluntary movements? A. Cerebellum. B. Parietal lobe. C. Temporal lobe. C. Cerebellum. Part of the human brain controls voluntary movements. Which of these is not one of the four main taste sensations? A. Sour. B. Bitter. C. Spicy. C. Spicy. Of these is not one of the four main taste sensations. What role does calcium play aside from bone strength? A. Blood pressure. B. Muscle and nerve. C. Vision. B. Muscle and nerve. Role does calcium play aside from bone strength? Why do you get goosebumps on skin? Sometimes. A. Heat. B. Emotions are cold. C. Dehydration. B. Emotions are cold. Do you get goosebumps on skin? Sometimes. What causes hiccups? A. Diaphragm contraction. B. Cold drinks. C. Lack of oxygen. What causes hiccups? A. Diaphragm contraction. What does the body react to sudden danger? Increased digestion. B. Releases adrenaline. C. Slow heart rate. B. Releases adrenaline. Does the body react to sudden danger? What is the term used to describe the common pins and needles sensation often felt in limbs? A. Paresthesia. B. Hyperesthesia. C. Anesthesia. A. Paresthesia is the term used to describe the common pins and needles sensation often felt in limbs. Which part of the human brain is primarily responsible for processing visual information? A. Frontal lobe. B. Occipital lobe. C. Parietal lobe. Which part of the human brain is primarily responsible for processing visual information? B. Occipital lobe. What is the medical term of the collarbone? A. Clavicle. B. Scapula. C. Sternum. A. Clavicle is the medical term of the collarbone. Which is the name of the longest artery of the human body? A. Aorta. B. Carotid artery. C. Femoral artery. A. Aorta is the name of the longest artery of the human body. Looking at the picture of the brain, which lobe is the arrow pointing at? A. Occipital lobe. B. Parietal lobe. C. Temporal lobe. B. Parietal lobe. The picture of the brain, which lobe is the arrow pointing at? What is the name of the protein responsible for the contraction of muscle in the body? A. Collagen. B. Myosin. C. Keratin. B. Myosin is the name of the protein responsible for the contraction of muscle in the body. Which gland is often referred to as the master gland in the endocrine system? A. Pituitary gland. B. Pineal gland. C. Thyroid gland. Pituitary gland is often referred to as the master gland in the endocrine system. What is the technical term of the kneecap? A metatarsal, B tarsal, C patella. Patella is the technical term of the kneecap. Which part of the brain controls hunger, thirst and body temperature? A hypothalamus, B amygdala, C cerebellum. A hypothalamus of the brain controls hunger, thirst and body temperature. What is the scientific term of the windpipe? A bronchus, B trachea, C alveoli. B trachea is the scientific term of the windpipe. What is the name of the tough, fibrous tissue that connect muscle to bone? A tendon, B ligament, C cartilage. A tendon is the name of the tough, fibrous tissue that connect muscle to bone. What is the name of the hormone that regulates the body metabolism? A insulin, B glycagon, C thyroxine. B thyroxine is the name of the hormone that regulates the body metabolism. Which body vessel carry oxygenated blood away from the heart? A veins, B arteries, C capillaries. B arteries. Body vessel carry oxygenated blood away from the heart. What percentage of your body is composed of water? A 50%, B 60%, C 80%. B 60% of your body is composed of water. On average, how many taste buds are present on an adult human tongue? A 2000. B 7000, C 1000. C 10,000. On average, taste buds are present on an adult human tongue. How many teeth does an average adult have including both baby and permanent teeth? A 28, B 30, C 32. C 32 teeth does an average adult have including both baby and permanent teeth?